Drama sells in Hollywood, but when real-life allegations clash with on-screen chemistry, it all gets messy.
Welcome back, everybody. A New York judge set March 2026 trial for the It Ends With Us lawsuit between film star Blake Lively and director Justin Baldoni.
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are at the center of a huge number of accusations, behind-the-scenes footage, and a divided public's opinion.
I am more than willing to take every single text message that exists out there.
New audio has leaked from the cast of It Ends With Us. This one from Justin Baldoni in a voice memo he sent to Blake Lively in response to her threatening him with her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift.
Blake Lively accused Justin of crossing professional boundaries during the filming romantic scenes for their latest film.
I think it's critical to have an intimacy coordinator. I think that, you coordinate stunts, you coordinate dancing. It's choreography.
But Justin hit back with a bold move, releasing behind-the-scenes footage, which he said tells a very different story.
New video released by lawyers for actor Justin Baldoni showed unedited footage from the filming of It Ends With Us.
Actor-director Justin Baldoni is now suing his former co-star Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds, seeking more than $400 million in damages, accusing them of defamation and extortion.
In this video, we'll dissect the allegations, analyze the footage, and examine the growing backlash over Blake. Is it misunderstanding, manipulation, or something more? So let's get into the Hollywood drama that's heating up around the globe.
All right, it's time now for this week's burden of proof. Actress Blake Lively is accusing co-star and director Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment and a smear campaign stemming from their work together on the summer movie It Ends With Us.
The allegations by Blake Lively against Justin Baldoni have shaken up Hollywood, with accusations about the professional boundaries he is known to have maintained during intimate scenes filmed together. Blake said Justin engaged in non-consensual behavior that left her emotionally distressed. She says that the incidents took place in scenes where things would go beyond what had been discussed or choreographed beforehand. Blake says in her lawsuit that Justin kissed her forehead, rubbed his face against her neck, and said something to her that she found uncomfortable and unprofessional. In addition, she says she felt cornered in the romantic dance scene, which was based on improvised closeness. She argues these actions crossed a line and went too far in the breach of trust actors put in one another on set. This is proof, if proof were needed, that these things are just symptomatic of a problem in Hollywood where professional boundaries of these kinds of shots aren't always followed in intimate scenes. I can tell you that these experiences were emotionally taxing and made me wonder if I was capable of feeling safe and respected as a professional, she told in her statements. Fans have quickly responded on social media, some applauding her for speaking out, and others doubting it. Blake's claims also come as the ongoing debate regarding what social work role intimacy coordinators should play on set, and whether actors being comfortable in these vulnerable moments is important. While his allegations are welcomed by some as a basic step in holding Hollywood to account, others are questioning when and why he made them, buoyed still further by Justin's response. It is the start of a messy story of narratives between two high public figures that could lay the groundwork for how Hollywood handles these sensitive subjects in the future. Casting director Justin Baldoni swiftly denied Blake Lively's claims and categorically that he didn't do anything wrong. He also released behind-the-scenes footage of the rehearsals and filming for the romances, which was meant to help prove his innocence. In the video, the two actors can be seen discussing choreography with what looks to be mutual agreement and bantering lightheartedly. Blake's claims paint a very different picture from the footage. The intimate dance sequence in the video is rehearsed again and again with both actors in the creative process. You see Blake laugh and take an active part in the choreography of that dance.
We have no issue talking most of the time.
Yeah, and you're like, what are they saying?
I'll never know in slow motion.
You must know what they're saying.
You're never gonna find out.
God only knows.
And they win! Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
Staring, you just stare.
literally we've done it for 5 minutes. it's like
This, Justin says, making the point that Blake was actively professional and consensual in their working relationship. He says every action in the scene was either directed or mutually agreed upon. No improvisation, no boundary crossing. Justin also spoke to Blake's exact allegations, such as her scent and physical proximity, adding that it was either the comments were taken out of context or there were no comments at all. Accusations he framed as a misunderstanding, he said, referring to the years he has spent maintaining professional boundaries on set. He also repeated his respect for co-stars and the use of intimacy coordinators to help create a safe environment for all. The release of the footage has definitely gone a long way to changing public opinion. Most people are now clearly on Justin's side. Many fans, however, see the video as a straight-up denial of Blake's assertions, and even accuse the singer of exaggerating the evidence. Me, however, caution critics. Behind-the-scenes footage is compelling, but might not render the nuances of an actor's discomfort or emotional state. The release of the footage has been praised and criticized by Justin. It has boosted his credibility, but some fear it will come across as wishy-washy and dismissive of Blake's feelings. Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's controversy has set social media on fire as fans and commentators split. But Blake has since faced an overwhelming backlash on the internet, with many users accusing her of exaggerating her claims or trying to force the public's views. But when the behind-the-scenes footage came out, there was a lot of online polls and trending hashtags out there that suggest a lot of fans are on Justin's side. One line of criticism directed at Blake is her allegations seemed inconsistent with the video evidence, but fans insist the footage is of a routine rehearsal, with both parties involved and no sign of discomfort on her part. She has been accused of gaslighting, of twisting the story to hurt Justin's reputation. Such behavior, if proven false, critics say, would undercut real cases of abuse and harassment, and could roll back progress made by the Not Me Too movement. The comparison to Amber Heard's infamous defamation trial doesn't help, as the public opinion was full of allegations of manipulation and inconsistent evidence. The parallel has some asking whether Blake's motives were pure, with skeptics arguing that her allegations are little more than professional disputes. This narrative has stuck and taken off, especially among fans who believe Justin is the victim here. But not everyone is completely turned off entirely by Blake's claims. A smaller group of supporters says the footage doesn't give an accurate depiction of the totality of her experience or emotional discomfort. They advise against simply writing her off as overreacting, and instead, they recommend taking allegations seriously. The online debate has also exposed a deeper frustration among fans at the misuse of serious accusations in Hollywood. Cases like this, they worry, trivialize legitimate concerns, and create an atmosphere of skepticism that risks trivializing legitimate concerns. The fallout from Blake Lively's accusations against Justin Baldoni goes further than who is accused and who is accusing, and raises important questions about what the Not Me Too movement means to the public perception of abuse allegations. If Blake's claims prove to be false or exaggerated, critics say they risk setting back the progress that has been made by survivors who have bravely come forward in recent years. A central issue is how to avoid abuse becoming trivial. Blake's story, accusing Justin of non-consensual behavior in what seems to be a professional and collaborative environment, has been sharply criticized by those who say her story makes it easier to dismiss genuine harassment cases. Concerns abound among many fans and commentators that public figures with dubious allegations could set in motion a boy who cried wolf effect, where future victims will be less likely to be believed. And the controversy also brings focus to the tangle of professional boundaries in Hollywood. All of these things have come up: the role of intimacy coordinators, the need for communication, and making sure to address stuff that's uncomfortable on set. The incident has been blamed on the need for better industry standards to stop misunderstandings and to keep actors feeling safe during vulnerable moments. Justin Baldoni's supporters say his release of the behind-the-scenes footage was crucial to protect his reputation, but critics warn that the move, while gratifying, might also discourage others from speaking out fear of being exposed to the public for their private moments on set. The outcome to this case has sparked a bigger conversation about how the entertainment industry retaliates when allegations like this are thrown at them and how they handle intimate scenes. The controversy has done a number on Blake Lively's once pristine public image. A sweetheart of Hollywood and social media, Blake was known for her sharp wit, enviable partnership with Ryan Reynolds, and elegance, but her accusations against Justin Baldoni have sparked a very angry backlash against her and her narrative. Fans and critics alike have blasted them out on social networks like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Of course, many now accuse Blake of trying to manipulate public perception, particularly in light of the behind-the-scenes footage that Justin has released, showing a much different picture than Blake would have you believe. Viewers are overwhelmingly in favor of Justin in online polls, and that begs the question, has a tectonic tectonic shift in public sentiment taken place? Once hashtagged in celebration of Blake's talent and style, they've now been replaced with hashtags of skepticism and frustration. It has also taken a sharp turn in terms of media coverage. Previously, outlets that celebrated Blake's career, People Magazine, People Online, and Glamour, were out. And critics have dominated comment sections on news questioning her credibility. The backlash has only been fueled by the comparison to Amber Heard's high-profile defamation trial, with some even suggesting Blake's actions may harm the wider movement against harassment. Ryan Reynolds' silence is adding fuel to the fire. Ryan is typically uncharacteristically silent during the unfolding drama, usually known for fellow Brits for his unwavering public support for Blake. The absence has prompted widespread speculation. Some say he privately disagrees with Blake's actions. Others believe he's simply staying out of the fray to avoid more controversy. The stakes are at an all-time high for Blake. She is on the line, with her credibility attacked, with her public image in tatters, and it will be up to how she gets through the next steps to determine whether she can recover her reputation or whether the damage is going to be permanent. The response to the allegations from Justin Baldoni has been mixed, but so far it seems to be working in his favor. Many fans have rallied behind his decision to release behind-the-scenes footage of the romantic scene in question, and it appears that his decision has earned him some significant public support. But the footage is of Blake Lively and Justin chatting away. The interactions seem consensual and choreographed, and they are more than strong enough to tell the story that Lively has been peddling, that Blake Lively engaged in consensual, non-consensual behavior. For most, felt Justin took a bold move in being so transparent in a time that has been otherwise so prevalent in the breaking down of walls. He says his release of the footage is an act of integrity and a way to help clear his name and protect his professional reputation. But on social media, there appears to be a growing tide in his favor, with more fans and commentators suggesting the accusations against him are exaggerated, or, at the very least, untrue. While this strategy has support, however, there are risks involved. Some critics are convinced that Justin's decision to let the footage leak was an attempt to show that he was not paying Blake as much attention to her emotional distress as her family tried to make him. This would convert the video in a way to minimize how she feels, which could wind up doing further damage to his public image, especially in the eyes of those who back the Me Too action. The situation leaves Justin in a delicate position. His actions may have won him backers, but also blighted the issue with further questions over how to deal with sensitive claims in the absence of corroborating evidence. In the end, his ability to tread this drama without alienating his supporters or blunting the seriousness of the situation will prove key to his long-term reputation. The drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has been too much to handle and has sparked conversations about consent, credibility, and professional boundaries in the entertainment industry. Of course, Blake's allegations have been dismissed, some may say ridiculed, and yet the larger implications of this for the Me Too movement, for abuse claims, for public perception, go unchallenged. The reputational risks of both stars are similar, and the public response will probably inform future conversations about who holds power and is responsible on set. What happens here, good or bad, could have implications for the industry and for future episodes of similar controversies. The story isn't done yet, so stay tuned.